following presentation of the National Football League.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And this is caught. It's Brown. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Pharaoh Brown, 30 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. The other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. this will come out to the 35-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At the 48-yard line.
32 Stinger. It's safe. Go ahead.
Here's Tua. This will be caught by Brown. Went all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Pharaoh Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. There on the tackle, Cam Smith.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the Dolphins' 6-yard line.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, go, go, go. Ready. 20, TX.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. Looks like this will be the drive they come up empty after a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on those first 3 drives.
Yeah, but shed no tears for them, okay? So they come up empty on 1, but as you noted, they put plenty of points on the board. They don't look close to being done in this one. A lot of adjustments still needing to be made on the defensive side of the field.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 43, 43, 15, yellow. Yellow, yellow. 15, 15. Hey, yellow, hey, go down, go down, go down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Tua.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to go up top again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime is upon us on third. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves them in a good spot here. Second down and inches upcoming. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They go play action. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They complete it to Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Here's Tua. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Looking to pass. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Tua. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
When you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
40-yard line.
Second down in a yard.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll dump this off to H.M.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Tua to throw again.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Running left, H.M.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon H.M. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins Braves have retaken a third-quarter lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point
The two are going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
That makes the score Dolphins 25, Chiefs 22. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 25. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Being chased out left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete to Wright. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, headed to an okay game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Go ahead. Ready, team. Wait, number 1, high. Team right now, boys. Out.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Come on, 3, come on, 3, kick. No.
They'll go. Achane. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rice will go in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, 43, 15, yellow. I don't need to. Yellow. 50, yellow. Back in. Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Hey, 43. Easy.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The handoff now for Pacheco. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers.
For your Los Angeles Chargers. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go here in Inglewood. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late. Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag. DK Metcalf was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
After review of the play, ruling on the
so the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That's made. That's Wood. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh. Back deep is Darius Davis. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissler. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
A waste of time. Go. Ready. Ray. Hey, easy. 21.
To throw, it's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Chargers
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, L.A. Herbert to the air again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable?
And he's into the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown Chargers.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. First down for Aaron. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. A carry here for Warren. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards.
The tackle by Derwin James.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren.
Jalen Warren.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down, Rodgers. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Warren. Fighting for the marker. He loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. Now it's going to be third down.
Hey, ram.
Herbert to the air again. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go.
Kicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Rodgers now. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That one out of reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep, and it's really been the inability to sustain.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And, Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and you're going to get a good test of it right here.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out down to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Play action now with Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact during the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do it.
That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. And the Chargers have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll give it to Harris again. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
By Alex Highsmith. A gain of 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6. Another run here with Harris. Harris on first down. He's not done. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. They'll run with Hampton. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Harris. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. And we got a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert.
Herbert's pass brought down.
Look, that wasn't the biggest gain in the world, but the key point is you don't get to pick and choose which plays you try to give maximum effort. It doesn't matter if it's a 50-yard bomb downfield or, in this case, a modest gain. This is how you earn the respect and appreciation of your teammates and coaches.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he barrels his way into the Los Angeles. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing Nix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Nix to the air. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He's got it with the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolute gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert! Half.
Allen going to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down.
And now Sean McDermott will throw out the challenge flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. And Tyler Bass. On for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score 7-7. Broncos nothing.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back down and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dalvin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
To throw is Nix.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Dobbins.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Dobbins once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown to last. I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
Fielded just inside the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Brings up second down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nix.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Left side, Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
So on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Final pass on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
No good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short one to the tight end, Chapman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, then follow him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. That is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Pass 85, pass 85. Alert, alert, alert. Middle, 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 middle. Hey, tight, tight, tight.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. 10 black, ball red. Flight blue.
They're going to look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
A tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Troutman from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's complete to Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
To throw, it's Allen. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, it took almost 3 quarters for them to get their first touchdown of the game, but it may turn out to be worth the wait. This has been a heck of a battle so far, but they finally punch one in here to take the lead.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
5 boy. Alert! Alert! Half. Bullshit! Half 85. Half.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half as we are about to get underway. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A tackle made by Dorian Williams. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Hamler now on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Cook running right. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Allen going to change the look here. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The 6-yard line brings up second down.
Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
56. Out.
Looking to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman from 13 yards out. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played,
previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Bishop on the coverage.
To throw, here's Nix. And got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
19. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Alert, alert, alert!
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brown 80! Half. Hey, tight. Alert!
Back to throw. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That is intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
He'll return it from the 6. And the Bills getting set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
27-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we'll change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Dobbins with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First down.
Here's first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis, and before we kick
Your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll audible to something else. To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Nix to the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
Give Dobbins trying the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Nix. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Big ass open, big ass open. Bus.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
2nd and 6. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now here comes Dortch on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Omaha.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, it's Benson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Omaha.
Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And coming out now, the Broncos. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing Nix. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Captain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Bombers.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down and 4.
Brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix dancing to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Nix. Step under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Nix forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 21. Cardinals 3.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime here out west. Let's go east.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Murray now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield.
DJ Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Riley Moss. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And to the left side here, Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
For the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On play action, it's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. DJ Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Cards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos about set to go on offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
Here's Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw, it's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now from Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going. It's Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to